Hello students, so let us revise the unit 4 entrepreneur skills. So we already discussed in the class what is entrepreneur. So you might heard the word the entrepreneur first time or second time. So let us recall what we learned in the class. Entrepreneurship is nothing but it's a type of self-employment. Okay, and one person is running a business to satisfy the needs of the people looking for ways to make the business better and to make profit. So one person is doing a business who satisfies the society needs, and he will make his uh, business better one by earning a more profit. That is called entrepreneurship. Anybody can become entrepreneur. Okay, so we need to learn the definition. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is nothing but it's a type of self-employed where one is running a business to satisfy the needs of the people looking for the ways to make business better, to make it profit. Okay, hope you understood now. So famous entrepreneurs are Adani, Ambani, Bill Gates, etc. You know these famous peoples. Let us discuss about the qualities of successful entrepreneurs. What are the qualities that entrepreneurs should possess or follow? First one is confident. You should believe in yourselves. Okay, that is the first quality needed for entrepreneurs. Next, patient. You don't want to become like each business. When you start, it takes time to grow up. So as it grow up, you should be very patient. Like today I'm starting a new business, and tomorrow only I want all the profit. It is not possible. It takes time to become learn new things, learn the more difficult, come out of the difficulties. So patience is very much important for an entrepreneur. So that is the second quality needed for an entrepreneur. Now third one is keep trying new things. So today we are living in a creative world where new ideas has to be come into our day-to-day life. So that is another quality needed for entrepreneur. Always keep new things. Now creative and think differently. So entrepreneurs will always think differently what is available in the locality. They does not copy the others, but they have their own ideas which they will implement. Okay, and the responsibility for their action. It may be failure, it may be successful, but they always believe that they are the responsible for all the uh, actions that they have done. Take decision after thinking. They always take decision after thinking thousand times. Okay, and they work hard. They never give up. They face all the difficulties, but they never give up. They will not be think that I'm going to stop it. Okay, so these are the qualities which needed for the successful entrepreneur: confident, patient, keep trying new things, creative, and think differently. Responsibilities for all the actions, take decision after thinking, work hard, never give up. So whenever you face difficulties, so these qualities is needed for all the entrepreneurs. Now let us discuss the next chapter: entrepreneurship and society. People, there are two types of employment in our society. The first one is waged employment, and second one is self employment. What is waged employment? The people who work for a person or an organization and paid is waged employee. That means the person is getting salary, or any income from that person is called as wage. Wage means nothing but salaries. Self-employment: people start up a business to satisfy the needs of the other people. So they start the new business to satisfy social need. Opening a school, society will be benefited. Okay, or any other jobs where you can give business for other people, society. Lots of things are there. They are known as self-employed. Opening any business else also comes under that category. Now let us see one example. Ram is sitting and sail, whereas Ramya goes around to sail. So Ramya is an entrepreneur. So there are two people, one is Ram and another is Ramya. Ram is sitting and selling his products in one shop, but whereas Ramya go around the areas and she is selling that material. So she is working more hard in a creative way, so that she is going to the customer and getting. Ram is just simply sitting, whoever the customers are coming to him is accepting. So we can tell that Ramya is an entrepreneur. Okay, she is fulfilling the social societal needs by doing the business. Everyone is included in money making. So entrepreneurs helps to grow society. Entrepreneurs increase the job opportunities. So suppose one person is putting on business, is giving an employment for a few persons. If the business is successful, he can open another branch. He will establish his business around the surroundings. So by this, the society is getting more benefit. So that is also the work of entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs creates job opportunities for all the people. Anyway, it's the goal of everyone to make money, but the different way which the people took is will be categorized as entrepreneurs. Okay. Now next point that we already discussed in the class is things done by the entrepreneurs when they run a business. So what are the things they will usually do when they start the business? First, fulfill customer need. Find out what people's need and came up with the creative business ideas. So you need to find what the public is needed. For example, an event manager. One person is starting an event manager. When the customers are approaching him, he should ask the customer regarding full idea what the customer needed, what kind of decoration he needed, what of the materials is needed, whether he want food arrangements only, sitting and arrangements, etc., invitation card, all the things he has to ask, and he should fulfill that customer. Then only he can run his business neat and tidy. Now use local material. Use products available around them to reduce the price of the product. So if we are using the product which are available around us, will reduce the cost as well as increase the fastness of the work also. So we should always utilize that. For example, event manager, he can purchase flowers from the local aids, and they can be utilized. So they will also be benefited. They are also paid, and he is also fulfilling the thing by earning an amount. So he can be considered as an entrepreneur. Next, helping the society. Maintain positive relation with the society. Make profit through activities benefit for the society. Donate money for social development like schools and hospitals. So how the entrepreneurs will support the society means he may give job opportunities. He can donate amount for social development like schools, hospital, etc. Okay, orphanages, etc. If he is giving amount, that is also social help. Is always maintaining a positive relation with the society, so that they will get one after another event. So one event is successful, then the people will come to know that who has done that event. So they also started to give all the new options, and so that they can also work on that. So he will get more and more customers based on the first performance. Okay, now create job. Growth of the business leads to more human wear or employment. As you started a small event managership, when it grows in a huge category, you want more talented people, so you can create jobs. Okay, for example, the event management may be started by a birthday celebration. Only a few celebration will be there. It may go on for a school anniversary, school annual day, or any kind of event, big events, or like a film award ceremony or a channel program, etc. is coming. So you need more human people, like 1,000 people will lead to 2,000, 3,000. The chairs, table, desk, everything, air, all you need. So he will create all the job opportunities. Now, sharing the world. A business grows, the owners as well as the employees are financially improved. So when a business is developed, the employee person is also developing, as well as his employees are also developing. Owner is also getting financially benefits, as well as the his employees also getting the financial benefit. So he is sharing that entire thing to the world. Now, lowering the price of product. More people use to sell the same product, the price goes down. So when there is a competition, usually automatically the price will be decreased. Okay, so that is also a benefit of using entrepreneur. Now, qualities and functions of an entrepreneur. So what are the function and the qualities that should shown by the entrepreneur? Hardworking nature. So he will be very hard work. He shows the very hardworking nature. He collect all the details from the however it is possible, he will collect, and he shows the confidence nature. He try new ideas to the public, and he is very patient till the works get done. He won't be thinking, and he's always creative. So what is the changes, what changes he can bring when compared to other people? So that will be the major focus of that person when he is an entrepreneur. Now, myths about the entrepreneur. So there will be some disbelief about the entrepreneurs. So let us see one by one all the myths which are there in this world. Misconceptions: ideas need to be unique for special for every business. So each person ideas will be a unique, like that there is a misconception. For example, near our localities there is so many food corners, they are also giving same food. So what variety you can bring? You can bring designs. Okay, for example, pani puri or bhel puri, any other. So how can you decorate the place? That itself grabs so many customers to the shop. Okay, so these kind of just slight changes only is needed from. He is not bringing any new thing. He is actually whatever existing, he is showing the same thing in a creative way. Okay, so decoration, it may be creation on decoration or anything. So all start saying the business with the new ideas in the market, like will be useful. For example, you might heard a news that now publics are suffering with the pollution. Major pollution is of plastics. They are using plastic spoons. But recently a person invented a new type of spoon which can be utilized, which can be edible also. So after utilizing as a spoon, he can eat that spoon itself, so it does not create any problem. Then renting costly cars by BMW, etc. So some persons are there who want only to have one drive, two drive in the costly car, so they may go for that one. So recently these cars are available, so he is taking it as a rent shop, so that can also be a good ideas. Okay, so every business is not like has a unique idea. You can bring your own creativity there. A person need lot of money to start a business. That is another misconception, because business can be done by anybody. If he is having a little capital, he can start with a small scale. It is not required to have a big very big scale. Okay, based on the money you can invest and you can develop your business. So it is wrong that a person need lot of money to start a business. Okay, you can start a small business by using 100 rupees, selling a pen, enough. You can earn that, purchase a few pens and sell it for a profit of 1 rupee. You will get 101 rupee at the end. Okay, so that is a misconception that only the crorepati's will have the business. All the entrepreneurs starts business with different capital, the amount you need to start the business. So entrepreneurs, when you compare throughout the world, you can see that all the people started their business in different way. Okay, different capitals, different ways, different creative ideas. Fishing business, so some students started in COVID time. It was a scarcity of amount, and also they started for aquarium business. They started to grow fishes in their home, and they started to sell that. Then some people started to sell their garden vegetables to the nearby person because there was no vegetables available. So those kind of things were also be started as a small scale at the time of COVID time. We have seen lots of new options, like some people started to give food packets, etc., and some people started to give medicines, water bottles. Then some people started to make mask, etc. In a waste material, they started to create mask, and that will be distributed. So these kind of new things came according to based on the situation, social needs. Okay, so that is another misconception. Next, the person having big business is an entrepreneur. So the people who is already having a big business is not the entrepreneur. For example, there was an incident like Shaila, a lady of 35 years old, a taxi driver having a small TV in her car along with the newspapers and the board with all the hospitals and hotel numbers nearby. So the customers are standing in line to take a ride. Okay, so you can see that everywhere there are taxis. So what changes she can bring? She thought, and she started in her car. She has fixed one small monitor so that the customers can watch some new news and etc. And along with she kept magazines, boards, etc. So that people can read the things and they can have a ride. So people were waiting for her to come so that they can go. They can have the safe and ride. Entrepreneurs are born, not made. That is another misconception. So entrepreneurs are made. Okay, we think that only talented people become entrepreneur. No, anybody can become. Just they have to show all the qualities which is required. Entrepreneur is a person who does whatever it takes to make their business successful. So entrepreneur will look for successful of the business. So whatever measures are needed, he will surely take and he will approach that. Whether it is a risky one, he don't bother about that. He is only responsible for his actions. Whether it may be a profit one, it may be a loss one, both. But he will always take the risk and take the responsibilities, and he will show to them public. So these are the main misconceptions. So let us discuss once again the misconception. Idea should not be idea. They are telling that idea should be unique. That is a wrong one. Persons need a lot of money to start a business. That is a second misconception. And third one is a person having a big business is an entrepreneur. That is also wrong one. Entrepreneurs are not born. So these four are the four misconceptions are there in the society. Okay. So you should be aware about that, and you have to try to make your own. If you are interested, you can become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship, ownership as a career option. So how can any person make entrepreneurs as a career option? So it is nothing but you can see a doctor who works in a hospital is a waged employee. So doctor is actually getting salaries from that hospitals. A doctor who opens a clinic is a self-employed person, and he started to give wages for other people like nurse and etc. So these are the difference between entrepreneurship and entrepreneur. So you can also be doing like that. Entrepreneurs goes through a career process which involve enter, survive and grow. So first thing, you have to enter to the business, enter to that field. Second, you need to focus all the steps for which is required to survive in that field, because nowadays lots of competitors are there. So you want space to survive, and later you have to grow. How you can improve, reducing the cost, increasing your profit. That you have to keep in mind. So by this we are completing the chapter 4. Now we are going for the fifth chapter, fifth unit, green skills. It is regarding environment. The sessions, in this session we will learn one, sustainable development. Okay, first one is sustainable development. What is development and what is sustainable development? The environment around us affects all aspects of our life. Increase the environmental pollution, uses of fertilizers, pesticides and hybrid crops. These all create lots of problem in our up-to-date life strategies. So first thing, we should learn what is sustainable development. So we should bring now sustainable development in our day-to-day life. Sustainable development is development that satisfies the needs of present without compromising the capacities of the future generation, guaranteeing the balance between the economic growth, care for the environment and social well-being. So the development which satisfied present needs of the society. We are doing a development that satisfies the present need without compromising the future generation. For example, petrol. Nowadays we are consuming more petrol. In future there may not be petrol, so we are going for an electrical ways. Okay, because it has so many pollution like that. So we should balance our development so that the petrol can be used by the future generation also. Now water is getting so much polluted, so that in the future they may not be getting fresh water to drink. Okay, guaranteeing balance between economic growth, care for the environment, economic growth and care for the environment. So both we have to keep. We should grow also and we should care the environment also. So like that, and the social well-being. So society should also be very happy. That is sustainable development. Okay. Now we will see what are the importance of sustainable development. Increasing the population and income, the consumption of goods is increasing day by day. So future generation face a serious environmental problem. So nowadays we are having very much in populated area. So many foods. You can see that now when we compare with the agricultural crop generating or obtaining day to day, years or this kind of years is not sufficient for the entire population considered. Okay, so only now we are using mixing chemicals etc. are coming into the form. Need to form a new strategy of development will not destroy the environment. So we should always focus a new strategy of the things, so which will not destroy any kind of happenings in the environment. Okay, so future generation also need to use the non-renewable resources carefully. So resources should also need to be careful, like coal, petrol, etc., water. These all are need to be utilized carefully so that it can be used for our future generation also. Now, problems that are related to sustainable development. So what are the problems that you are facing? First one is food. A fertile land is the basic need for a food generation. Land is using for other purpose like construction, home. Soil is polluted due to chemical fertilizer. So you want good food means you should have agricultural land. But nowadays, because of huge population, the agricultural lands has been destroyed and creating for the construction of homes and all, or buildings, etc. And the people are feeling very lazy to create or to become a farmer. We are going for artificial materials. Okay, that's a very bad thing. And the soil is polluted because of chemical fertilizer. So because we want whatever we grow in the crop, 100% we need that one. We are not giving that for animals, insects or anything. So we are putting more chemical fertilizers to keep them away of our food, and we want it because our need is more than when compared to other animals. Okay. So that is a major problem regarding sustainable development. Second, regarding water. Water is polluted due to dumping of garbage. So many garbage are thrown like in river, and so the good water is also getting polluted. No clean water is available for future generation. You know that neatly. Nowadays, fishes are also getting died in the rivers, lakes, etc. Because of that is also another problem of sustainable development. Now, fuel. Lots of woods have been cutted as a part of development to construct homes, furnitures as a part of the fuel. So you know that day by day houses are getting more. So as the houses are increasing, we are cutting the trees for our furniture purpose, etc. You know, wood will not come by 1 or 2 days. It takes years to become a tree. Small plant become a tree. So that is another problem. So with the climatic extreme changes, cold, heat, flood, etc. So these are the another problem. Because of the cutting of the trees, climatic changes is happening. Now lack of trees, oxygen is less. As oxygen shade is less, heat is more generated, and burning of that carbon dioxide more. So Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, everything are getting melted up, increasing the water. The water is consuming the more land. Land is becoming reduced. So everywhere imbalance is going on. So these things are also a problem of sustainable. We need to focus on sustainable development. So these are the major thing which forces us to use sustainable development. Food, regarding this topic, water, regarding these two, fuel, regarding these, we need to focus on sustainable development more. Solutions of sustainable development. So use solar power. How can we implement sustainable development in our day-to-day life? Use solar power. Power production helps reducing dependency of non-renewable resources like burning of wood and etc. can be avoided. Water can be avoided if we go for solar power. Recycling and reusing of waste material. However, the waste material can be reused, so that can also be an extent to avoid this kind of imbalancing. Scientific management of renewable resources and especially bioresources. So nowadays petrol are also being generated by biomethods. So if we focus on that kind of things, so it will be very useful for moving in a sustainable development way. Planting more trees, green grass patches and trees to be interspread between the concrete building. So because of lack of trees, now oxygens are getting very less. So we have to plant more trees. Even in between the concrete buildings also we should have the trees. Nowadays people are having indoor plants are also they are keeping, outdoor plants, balcony gardens has been arrived, terrestrial rooftop agriculture system has been introduced. Now rainwater harvesting all came into existence. So this all helps for sustainable development. Use more environment friendly materials or biodegradable material. So we should avoid plastics, and instead of plastic we can go for glass that can be reused. Okay, glass bottles, glass materials, etc. Use of environmental friendly technologies, like so many environmental friendly technologies we can implement in our day-to-day life. Okay, that also helps for sustainable development. Now, because to support sustainable development, the United Nations of Sustainable Development Samiti in New York started forming agendas for the sustainable development. There are 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development growth strategies are there, okay, which will with all the countries has been maintained which should be maintained by the country, all the countries in 2030. So it is compulsory for all the countries to go with sustainable development. Okay, so which are those 17 points that they have highlighted is: no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education for everyone, gender equality, male and female equality, then clean water and sanitization, okay, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructures. So latest methods of industries are also needed. Reduce inequalities. Okay, next point is sustainable cities and communities. We should make our community sustainable one. Responsible consumption and production, climate actions, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and storing, strong institutions. Education system need to be strong, made strong. Partnership for the goals. To achieve goal, we should be having partners. So sustainable development initiatives are: first one, biodegradable bag by Mr. Avast Hegde from the Mangalore. He created a bag, so people started to avoid using plastics, and now biodegradable bags has been used. Edible cutlery spoon made from the grains of made of grains by Narayan Pesapati. So another person who developed this spoon, eating spoon, okay, that is also supports the sustainable development. Sustainable process, organic farming. So instead of using chemical, we can go for organic methods of farming and all. Organic and natural fertilizers like cow dung, etc. we can use as a fertilizers. Use of earth resources by preserving it for in future generation. We should use the resources, earth resources, so that can help future generation also. Now, next chapter, roles in sustainable development. So what is the role of sustainable development? Ongoing process in development. More crops are grown, leave soil unusable for future. Now we are seeing we are growing hybrid crops. So we don't want climatic support, but we are doing something like that, which creates lots of imbalance in the environment. More consumption of natural resources leads to unavailability in future. So increased uses of water can make reduced in future. Garbage is collected and leads to an unhealthy environment. So garbages has been thrown here and there, and that itself shows a unhealthy environment. Now you know that dogs are becoming a major issue in throughout the countries and all. So dogs are eating in foods which are thrown in the garbages, and because of lack of food, they are showing aggressive nature, and even their number of count also increased. They are attacking on pedestrian people who are walking in the streets and all. So these kind of things is also going on. So garbages need to be collected and try to recycle. We need to avoid them. Okay, production of garbage itself we should avoid. Now we are using a natural resources but doing nothing to return it or give back to the nature. We are consuming everything from the nature, but what we are returning to the nature? We are not returning anything to nature. If we are cutting a tree, we are not planting a new tree. Okay, so these kind of things are there. If you are putting a pesticides or chemical or weedicides, anything, we should stop that chemical to be mixed with the pure water which is going in the rivers and all. That kind of things we need to focus more. Then history of railways in Varanasi. Rai Bareli introduced the clipboards to replace the plastic and paper cups to bring back the taste of tradition. So they started to use port drinking system. So in Rai Bareli railway station and all, they are not using the paper cups. So that itself causes a lots of pollution. Okay, so advantage of this is it reduces the cutting of trees, because papers, you know that how to make paper is a product of from wood. So that has been stopped. Job has been created for the potters to create those kind of glasses and all, mud glasses, etc. they created, and reduce the plastic waste. So these are their employment has also been got, and potter industries is benefited along with reducing all the plastic waste. Now the last Next topic is roles towards sustainable development. What are the roles of sustainable development? Quality education. First one is quality education. Take care themselves and their family. We should make the public to take care themselves as well as family. Aware of the roles and responsibilities of a citizen. As a citizen, what are the things we should give to society that we should keep in our mind? Utilize facilities in that area. So we should utilize every facilities available in our area. Take your friends to school. If any person is not studying, not going to school, we should force them to go to school, and we should create awareness that education is very important for each and every child. You can see some slum areas, the people are not going to schools and all because they don't have fees to pay, etc. But we should give some kind of other options for that, so they can also be under the quality education. Stop friends from dropping out of the school. So many students are being dropped out because of their family issues, etc. and all. So try to stop them and give them education. That is a major focus of quality education. Next, clean water and sanitization. Industrial pollutions are polluting the water resources. That has to be stopped. So chemicals from the industrial sectors are directly sending to the waters. That has to be completely stopped. Scarcity of clean water in future is a result of that one, and create awareness to try to stop that. If any person is doing, we should create awareness as well as the people also, so that they can also be aware about that these kind of things are happening. Affordable and clean energy. Use more renewable resources, increase solar generations, use biogas and eco-friendly materials. So this can be implemented for each home, so that we can save our future. Nowadays we are using LPG, so instead of that we can go for biogas. Okay, like biogas is prepared from the homely waste material. Okay, so these kind of things are doing in few states and all, that we can implement in all the states. Decent work and economic growth. Study and find job. So we should study decently and we need to find for good job, so we can contribute something to the society. Take care of ourselves and our families. So it's a first rule of a person to take care of himself as well as family also. Work hard to contribute to society. So what all contribution he can give, he can become an entrepreneur or he can become a wage employee, whatever that he has to decide. Learn and develop skills that add values to our community. So there are so many skills where we can contribute to our community. Okay, so that kind of things we should focus more. Like you can see nowadays in TV channels and all, Saregama, etc. What we call that song competitions are there. Lots of channels has been appeared. So many competitions has been came into existence. So this all leads as when we compare these kind of things, it is also a type of entrepreneurship. Okay, the peoples are getting benefited, and along with he is also getting benefited. So everywhere we can see that. Next, reduced inequalities. To be helpful to one another. So inequalities means usually male and female ratio. You know that inequalities are there, that we can clearly avoid. Be friendly with everyone, include everybody irrespective of caste, boy, gender, girl, big, small, etc. So many jobs which has been only specified for boys, specified for girls, etc. was there. That can be cancelled, and all can be enjoyed equalities, including everyone while playing and working. So everyone can come together, but now because of caste, few people were being kept as a side which has to be avoided. Okay, all should mingle with each other so that the society will be developed. Sustainable cities and common communities. Save energy by offing the lights and fans. So unnecessary, so many people you can see that inside the home and all, they own the fan, AC, fridge, lights, etc. So if you turn off that for a few time, that power can be used for a poor person who is not having the power. Use natural lights like LED lights. So in olden time we were using tungsten filament, which were the more production and consumption of the power was there, but now we are using LED. Okay, that reduces that kind of things. We have to focus more. Responsible consumers and producers. So reuse paper, glass, plastics and water. Use cloth bag. Donate things like furniture, books, clothes, etc. Buy and eat seasonal fruits and vegetables. Don't go for hybrid. Okay, so whatever extra you are having, you just sell them so that the people who don't have, they can buy that. So no need of new things there. Repair leaking taps and pipes. So water wastage can be reduced. That Sort and treat garbages properly before disposing. So you can see lots of things to be done for the garbages, like we have to separate biodegradable, non-biodegradable, dryable, etc. And in waste also we are keeping sharp objects, glass pieces, etc., so that animals are also getting hurt while coming to eat all the foods whatever you are throwing to garbage and all that can also be need to be avoided. Protected life below the water. So because of water is polluted, the aquatic life is suffering a lot, and we should protect the marine life also. So many things are coming from marine, like marine objects only, like fuels, etc. So we should protect that part also. Protect life on the land also. Avoid cutting trees, soil erosion, landslidings, then cultivation problems. These all things we need to focus on all these individual topics. Okay, so by this your chapter is over. Now here is the last of your part A, employability skill. This video is completely made for revision purpose, not for any kind of other thing. So don't subscribe, just listen and reference. Just refer it whenever you get any confusion. It's for only my school children, not for any others. Okay, thank you for watching. Study well and do good in your exams. So let us see in future all the part B section, practical part also I will show once again, so that you can remember once again. Thank you.